How to control what you can and ignore what you can't. An introduction to Stoicism. How much of your day is spent worrying about things you have no power over? A traffic jam making you late, what someone else thinks of you, the unpredictable stock market, the rainy weather on the day you planned a picnic. We are constantly battered by events and people that are completely outside of our control, and it leaves us feeling anxious, frustrated, and powerless. But what if there was an ancient operating system for the human mind, designed over 2,000 years ago, that could give you a sense of calm and control in the middle of this chaos? There is. It's called Stoicism, and its single most powerful idea might be the key to unlocking a more resilient and peaceful life. An ancient philosophy for modern problems. When people hear Stoic, they often picture a robot, someone who suppresses all emotion and is cold and detached. But that's a modern misconception. True Stoicism isn't about not feeling emotions, it's about not being controlled by them. It's a practical philosophy for thriving in a world we don't control. It was practiced by everyone from the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, one of the most powerful men in the world, to Epictetus, who was born a slave and became one of the most respected philosophers of his time. This shows that its principles aren't about your station in life, but about the state of your mind. And the core, most practical idea of Stoicism is a simple but life-changing mental model known as the Dichotomy of Control. The two circles of your universe. The Dichotomy of Control states that everything in life can be divided into two categories. Those things we have complete control over, and those things we have absolutely no control over. The Stoics argued that the secret to a happy life is knowing the difference and acting accordingly. First, let's look at what you can control. This is actually a very small list. It includes your thoughts, your judgments, your actions, your choices, and the effort you put in. That's it. This is your inner world, your personal kingdom. Now, let's look at what you cannot control. This list is infinitely long. It includes, well, almost everything else. You can't control the weather, the economy, or the past. You can't control what other people say, think, or do. You can't even fully control your own body. It can get sick or injured. And critically, you cannot control the outcome of your actions. You can control your effort, but not the result. The Stoics believed that 100% of human misery comes from trying to control this second category, from wishing that reality were different than it is. How to practice Stoic calm. Understanding. This is one thing, but practicing it is where the magic happens. Here are a few simple Stoic exercises you can use every day. 1. The sorting hat. When you feel a negative emotion like anxiety or anger, pause and ask yourself, is the cause of this feeling something that is within my control or outside of it? If it's outside your control, like someone cutting you off in traffic, recognize that getting angry is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to get sick. Acknowledge it and let it go. 2. Focus on the process, not the prize. You can't control whether you get the job, but you can control how well you prepare for the interview. You can't control whether your business succeeds, but you can control your work ethic and the quality of your product. Shift your goal from the outcome to your effort. Place your self-worth in your actions, not in the results. 3. Practice negative visualization. This sounds grim, but it's incredibly powerful. Briefly, just for a minute in the morning, think about things that could go wrong. Your computer could crash, you could lose your wallet. This isn't to create anxiety, but to do two things. First, to appreciate what you have right now, and second, to mentally prepare yourself so if something bad does happen, it doesn't shock you. You've already thought, I can handle this. 4. Use the view from above. When a problem feels overwhelming, zoom out. Imagine yourself in your room, then your city, then your country, then from the view of an astronaut in space looking down on Earth. From that perspective, how big is your problem really? This exercise helps shrink your anxieties down to a manageable size. Stoicism doesn't promise a life without problems. It promises a life where you are not a victim of your problems. By focusing your energy like a laser on the very small area you can control, your own mind and actions, you stop wasting it on the vast ocean of things you can't. You become an archer. You can meticulously choose your bow, your arrow, and perfect your form as you take your shot. That is all within your control. But once the arrow leaves the bow, a sudden gust of wind might blow it off course. The Stoic archer doesn't rage at the wind. They judge themselves on the quality of their shot and then calmly prepare for the next one. What's one thing you've been worrying about that's outside your control? Share it in the comments below and tell us what you're going to focus on instead. If this ancient wisdom resonated with you, give this video a like, share it, and subscribe for more ideas on building a resilient mind. Grow your mind, engineer your future with the Improve Lab.